Hey guys, Bob Muller from Dangerous Music here. Welcome to Tech Breakfast. Dangerous Music makes essentially modular pieces of equipment that you can configure in different ways to work with a digital audio workstation of any kind, your choice, whether it's Logic or Pro Tools, anything like that. The first thing I want to show is our Dangerous D-Box, which we won a TechAward for last night. We're very proud. D-Box is essentially a combination of all the different things that we do in one box. It has an 8x2 analog summing bus, which essentially means you can take all the outputs of your converters, 8 channels, sum them to stereo in the analog domain, print the mix back into your session, come back out again and monitor through the onboard converter. It also has monitor control functions, so you have your speaker switcher and volume control, as well as headphones, cue, and talkback. So that's kind of your all-in-one, good-to-go system for something like a 003 or a Rosetta 800 kind of a rig. Moving on to other stuff, this is a Monitor ST. It's a stereo monitor controller with remote. It's a lot more full-featured compared to the monitor section in here. You have 3 sets of speakers with a dedicated sub output. All this is programmable as far as whether you use the sub with a particular set of speakers, with the roll-off, without the roll-off, does a lot of stuff. 4 inputs, and the additional switching row is for an expansion chassis, which is one of our newest things where you can essentially add features to the box. This is a stereo D to A converter with digital input switching, so you can have digital sources coming in here and switch them and listen through the same converter. It's also expandable to 5.1 by adding the SR unit. So basically our whole concept is, get what you want in the order that you want. Nothing becomes redundant. You never have to throw out something when you want to upgrade to surround, for example. You just add on and keep on going. On the other side here, we have some mastering equipment. This is a transfer console. Just to jump back a little bit, our designer's name is Chris Muth, and his background is in mastering gear. He's been designing it for 25 years. He's the guy that did all the custom work up at Sterling Sound in New York. So this is essentially the same gear that the Sterling Sound engineers use, and you can actually own it and set it up in your own room. So transfer console basically is input level control with insert points for analog outboard gear. The middle insert has a MS processor in it, which is really cool. It allows you to work in center and sides as opposed to left and right, so you can do a lot of very cool surgical work on that. Another type of monitor controller, again more geared towards mastering, with onboard conversion and a lot more specific functions like individual phase flips and meter driver, meter offset, that kind of thing. MQ is a metering, cue, and talkback section with simultaneous peak and average digital metering and VU meters, so you can kind of see exactly what's going on. Dangerous 2-Bus is our first product, kind of put us on the map. It's the 16x2 summing bus for, again, digital audio workstations. It's kind of the more blown out version of this little summing section of the D-Box. It's 16x2. You can link them together to put together 32 or 48 input systems. Okay, so I was told to be very specific about price points. So street price for this stuff, US, $2,650, $2,650, $3,500, $4,700. D-Box, $1,400. Monitor ST is $1,900. SR Expander, $1,300. The DAC, I believe, street with the chassis, if you're getting it for the first time, is around $12. 2-Bus LT, little brother to the 2-Bus, same electronics, just fewer features. This has got XLR inputs and some extra stuff, which makes it more complicated to build, but electronically speaking, it's all the same. The deal with our gear is all of our electronics are the same throughout the entire product line. We don't build something for less money by lowering the quality of the electronics. We just do it with the feature set. So the same output driver amplifiers that are in the D-Box are also in the mastering gear, because if our name's on it, it's got to sound good. That's our MO, and thank you very much.